Hi YouTube and welcome to my YouTube channel. You know how it feels when you see other YouTubers, like big YouTubers, and they receive a lot of boxes from fans? It looks fun, right? Well, it is fun. I just got a huge box from RexGear, and RexGear sent me this huge case to review. So I guess let's do it. Let's review it. To review this case, I decided to use two 1600 watts G2 power supplies from EVGA, a BioStar BTC miner with 6 GPU support. I have a simple SSD with 60 GB. I have a 4 GB stick of RAM DDR4. There is a heatsink and there is a simple AMD. Is it A39500E? I have a screwdriver. I have some heatsink paste, Windows over USB. We have a 1060 GTX NVIDIA with 6 GB, and we have 3 large fans. Whoa, this box is absolutely huge. This case supports 8 GPUs and 2 power supplies. Wow. So thank you RexGear for sending me this Hydra 1 case. There's a nice book instructions here on how to set it up and how to install the fans and the power supply and everything, which we will do that together right now. So in here there's a box with the accessories, all the screws and stuff. Accessory bag comes with 3 metal fan covers. It comes with a lot of screws and adapters. There's handles here, which is really a good addition, so it'll be easy to carry around. And yeah, more handles. So there's handles and screws in the box. This is the back of the case. One power supply goes right there, another power supply goes right there, and then the motherboard goes right here. In the back there's a place for 8 video cards right there. You can see where the video cards will be. This is the exhaust. And I can also install 3 fans right there under the case, and that way the airflow goes up. So all the airflow goes upwards, and I actually like that. And I have a feeling it will be a very clean build. You're not going to see a lot of screws. I like that they have a little switch on button right there. And yeah, it's very simple. And I like it that it's all already assembled, so you don't need to assemble anything. It is a very big box, so moving it around will be a little bit more challenging, but other than that, it's very solid. It feels very solid, and it's something that can be, you know, in your house, I think, because you can put super silent fans. I'm gonna prepare right now the motherboard, so then I can throw it into the case. I'm gonna put the CPU right there. This is an AMD CPU, pretty weak, but it's sufficient for what we need just for mining. I'm gonna lock it right there. Now I have to put a compound to the CPU and then throw in the heatsink on top of it. Now there's many ways to do it. I'm just gonna put a dab and close it in. People always talk shit about this, but you know, it's up to you how to install it. Okay, that's locked in there. Now I'm gonna install the RAM. You don't need more than that. Now I'm gonna plug in the CPU fan. Now let's install the motherboard to the case with the screws included. Use the short screws. There's only one power switch in this whole case, which I like because there's really no need for anything more than that. So I'm gonna plug it in right here, and that's the on and off switch for the whole case. I also decided to install a speaker because then I can hear if there's any post errors. I can hear the beeps. Now for the power supplies, we're going to install one at a time. They're going right here. And I'm going to screw it with some screws in the back of the unit. Now I'm going to install the second power supply. Those are two 1600 watts power supplies. I'm going to start running the cables now. So we need the motherboard power. I'm going to run it through here. And also we're going to need the CPU power. So let's plug them in. Now from the other side you can see the cables for the CPU power. Look how neat this is. This is so clean. I like that a lot. Finally, a mining case that is like gaming status when it comes to cable management. It is so easy to do cable management here. To install the SSD, there's a perfect spot for it right here. So I can install it right there and run the cables through. I'm now going to install the fans with the screws provided, and I provided the fans. It doesn't come with the fans. Make sure the fan air goes up. The design of this case is that all the hot air goes upwards. I installed all the fans. Now it's time to do some cable management and run the power to the fans. This motherboard supports 6 GPU, maybe even 7, but I'm gonna go ahead and only use 2 for testing. And if I want to swap out the motherboard, it's very easy to do. I can swap it to a 13 GPU, no problem. So I'm gonna plug in the razors right here, 2 of them out of 6. And I love the cable management here. Just everything is so easy to maneuver and set up. Now it's time to install the GPUs. So I'm going to install the Razer and also the USB right here, and of course the power for the Razer as well. So again, for the second video card, we have power for the Razer, we have the USB, and we have the GPU, of course. We're now going to plug in the power. Look at that beauty. If I had more video cards, I will definitely put more. There is no problem putting 8 video cards in here. The fans are in perfect position. All the cabling is nice and tight. Watch the motherboard, how clean that is. Here is the back. Look how clean the cables are. This looks like a gaming PC, not a mining rig. And here is one power supply, and here is the second. So it's all working. As you can see, it turns on. Look how clean this is. And in the back, of course, the motherboard is there, very clean also. And that's how it looks like. And if you have like cool looking GPUs with LEDs and you change the colors and stuff, you'll be able to see the colors. And the airflow is really well. I can put my hand in there and I can just feel a lot of air pulling upwards. So the way the air cooling works really well, it sucks in air from the bottom where it's cold and then push it up all the way up, and it's cooling it down. If you're a nerd like me, you'll be happy to see those GPUs, LEDs, and switch them around if you have the option to RGB to change the colors. And it's very, very quiet because it really depends on the fans you use. I use a pretty silent fans, but they have a really good airflow. I mean, I feel a lot of air. The way it's designed is the air from the bottom, super cool air, goes up and all the hot air goes up. So I really love this design. It's really clean. The GPUs are really clean. There's barely any cables. And in the back is the motherboard. You don't even see it. And it's super organized. So good job, guys. That's a beautiful mining rig. Now for the last piece is the handle. Look how it's like a stiff metal, and it has this foamy insert. I hope you can see this, and that's really dope. I mean, it's really, really strong. You can tell that it can hold maybe 80 pounds or something. And I'm just gonna install it with the screws right here. It's very simple. It came with the screws with it, of course, and yep, it's very simple. Just screw it in. You guys probably asking, why the heck are you using 2 1000 watt EVGA power supplies? Well, I want to have at least 400 watts for each card times 8, because I'm not sure what kind of video card is going to come up to the market. There's rumors that new video cards coming up and they might take a lot of power. I want to be able to power it up with this rig, so I can power up to 8 video cards. 1080 Ti is not a problem with 250, 300 watts right now. So if in the future, if there is higher power video cards, I can do it no problem. And I want to thank RexGear for sending this for free to me. I really, really appreciate it. If you guys want to ship me some stuff for me to review, please check the description below for the address. I will update it if it's any different, but that's my PO address. You can go ahead and ship anything you want in there and I'll make a video about it. If it's about mining, it's even preferred, because then I can actually do a review like this. And this is perfect because this is a mining rig straight up just for mining. It's so beautiful. I can say like it can be a gaming PC, even though you don't need so many GPU slots, but it's beautiful. It's so clean. I mean, the cable management is really thought of in this rig, and I really like that. Because the wiring is so organized, I believe that the temperatures will be also very low because there's no cables around the GPUs. There's actually nothing. It's just they have their own space and they have a fan in the bottom. It's gonna shoot the air out. All the hot air is gonna go out upwards, and it's just perfect. I really like this case. Check the link below to find it on Amazon or bitcoinmerch.com, and I want to thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video if you liked it. And let me know in the comments which video cards should I put in there. I'm still not sure. Should I put some AMD cards, some Nvidia cards? Should I wait for the new one? Please leave a comment below. I'm really curious about your opinion. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.